Hello and welcome to another episode of AJB TV, and today I'm here to talk to you about how to wear the Bōgu for Kendo. Of course, we're going to start with the tare. Obviously this is how you lay out the Bōgu in the dojo that I practice at, where you practice wherever you are. May be different, but in general the way for attaching the Bōgu is pretty much similar. So as I say, we're going to start with the tare. All you have to do is lay it down on your lap here, and it's quite similar. There's two long himo or obi as they're often called. These simply wrap around your back and cross over, and then bring them back around the front like this. Pull it a little bit tight so it's nice and secure on your waist like this. Don't pull it too tight, otherwise you're going to give yourself a stomach ache, yeah, which ain't going to help you in the middle of your practice. Yeah, so nice and firm. And then we're going to lift the middle flap up, the odare in the middle, and we're going to tie it in a bow in the middle here. In a bow, just like this. Okay, standard bow. Nice and tight so it's unlikely to come undone. Okay. And then we're going to pull this down to tuck that bow down underneath, and any bits of the himo that it's sticking out from the side, we're going to tuck underneath here. Okay, nice and firm, but also comfortable. Okay, so next is the do. The do we're going to try and pick up without dropping the men on the floor. Okay. The do has 4 himo attached, 2 long ones on the top, 2 short ones at the bottom. Now there's lots of different ways of how you can tie this, and I really recommend that you obviously ask your senpai at your club or your sensei. Please ask him or her. But basically the way we're going to do this is we're going to take the long one and we're going to take it around our back here, so it's at the opposite side of the mune. Okay, and then we're going to tie this in a kind of loop knot. Okay, and this should be at a comfortable height where it's sat on the tare, but not too high like this, and also not too low so that it kind of impedes your hips. Okay. Okay, so we're going to tie that on here. This is probably the part I think that most people, when they first start out in kendo, first kind of struggle with, is tying the do. Okay, and then we're going to do the exact same on the opposite side with the long ones first. Okay, same again on the opposite side. This should be nice and tight. You want to pull on this side to help keep it tight so that the do doesn't come untied during keiko. And then these loops and these extra strings we're going to just tuck behind the mune so it's nice and neat. The 2 shorter strings, they're just going to go straight behind our back and again tie in a bow. So you're going to have to learn to tie a knot in a bow behind your back without looking. And it has to be in the center of your body. Okay? And that's the do. On. Okay? Next we'll look at the men and the kote. And obviously there's the tenugui as well, which is another part that lots of people struggle with at first, so we'll look at that in more detail too. Okay, to put on the men, you have to first start with the tenugui. Okay, I've got this lovely dojo de naki, senjo de warao tenugui. Available on alljapanbudōgu.com. Free international shipping, so do check that out too. Okay, there's a few different ways of how you can do the tenugui, okay? I'm going to do what I believe to be the most sort of standardly or widely practiced way or method to do it. If it's done differently in your dojo, like I always say in these videos, please follow your sensei. Please don't go to your sensei and say, no, Andy Fisher said this on YouTube, you're wrong, or anything like that, okay? Don't get me in trouble, okay? So, I'm going to take the tenugui, and it's going to go straight over our head, round to the back, and then we're going to hold it in the corners like this and bring it round to the front just like this, and then one side across and the other side over, which is going to hold this side down, okay? And then we're going to take this is in front of our face, and pull it back like this, and this will hold everything down. Okay? Pull it back so it's not too low. Yeah? It should stop sweat running down into your eyes, yeah? But it doesn't need to be like here, right above your eyebrows, okay? And then what's very important is this part here needs to be folded over before it's laid flat on your head, okay? You don't want this sticking out the back of your mane, flapping around like a ducktail, okay? Okay. And then on it goes, okay? And that should sit there. With a bit of practice, should sit there without much assistance. So next we take the men, stretch out the himo so they're nice and untangled. Okay? And we first start by putting our chin onto the cup section of the uchiwa. So it's the chin in first and then the forehead. Like this. Then the himo go around the back of the head and they cross over at the back. Pulling these will tighten this, so you have to make sure the point of where it crosses should be level with your eye line. Okay? Pull these tight. Again, don't pull them too tight, pull it comfortably tight. If it's too tight, you're going to give yourself a headache. Okay? Nice and tight so it's firm and the men won't come off your head. Then these himo go back around to the point where you cross them over and tie in a bow. Now, both the loops and the ends of the himo should be the same length. And the whole thing should be the same length, okay? And less than 40 centimeters. Make sure any himo that are folded over are flat against your head, so that the whole overall appearance is nice and neat. In the main gane, the cage at the front, one of the bars is slightly wider. This is to sit in front of your eyes. This is the point in which you look out of. It's called the monomi. And it's at that point, that level should be approximately the same level as the knot on the back of your head. The knot should not be too low or too high. It should be at the same level as your eye line. You can pull slightly on the wings of the men to release pressure from your ears. And then you're ready to go. Lastly, the kote, very easy. It's simply a case of slipping your hand inside. The only thing to remember is it goes on the left before the right, okay? Left first and then right. And then you're ready for keiko. Okay, so once you've got your Bōgu on, there's a couple of points that you should be aware of in terms of how the Bōgu should fit. First of all, the ago or the tsukidare and the mune should not overlap generally. Okay? Should not be that the door is so high that it's like this. Okay? The men should fit so that the main gane has the monomi, this wider bar, at the height of your eyes. Okay, so this is the bar that you're looking through. When you assume a kamae, the kote and the edge of the kendogi, there should be a small gap of perhaps 2 or 3 finger widths. Also, with the door, the gap between the inside of the door die and the inside of and the outside of your body should just be 1 or 2 finger width. It used to be said that it should be as big as a whole clenched fist. This is not correct. This is too big and will not protect you correctly. Instead, it should be close fitting. Of course, there are lots of different body types. Everybody is built in a different way. So there are sometimes exceptions. The point, especially with the ago and the mune, if you're quite a short person, then maybe it's difficult to get a gap between. In this case, it's not a problem. But what is important is that you do not wear the door so high that it's actually making the ago overlap. This is the incorrect way to wear the Bōgu. Okay? So that when you assume the kamae, it should be a dignified and tidy appearance. All of the himo should be flat against the side of the men and together as if they were a single wide himo. The kote himo should be tied, and inside the kote they should not be dangling down freely. This way, you can practice kendo with the correct appearance and also with the correct protection. Okay, thanks for watching another episode of AJB TV. I do hope that it was informative. Like I said to you earlier in the video, all of these sort of videos are really just my opinion, really, and should be just taken as guidance as opposed to direct instruction. Always seek the advice of your teacher or sensei or the senior students at your kendo club. If they say something that's different to what I've told you in this video, please follow what they're saying. Don't go and tell them that they're wrong because of what I said on YouTube. Like I said, I hope it's been a helpful video. Leave us a comment in the comment section. Let us know what you think. Let us know what else you'd like to see. What other things would you like us to make videos about? Don't forget to share us on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well so that you do not miss the next episode. Thanks a lot.